Hello guys, how you doing, and welcome of course to the Metaphysical Academy. I just want to welcome you on board and thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hopefully you are staying blessed and hopefully you are happy. Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, today I came here with a new topic, and to some of you it might not be a new topic because I always try to incorporate this message in all of my videos, but I think it's really important, really imperative, and the more we repeat it and the more you remember it, the more you're going to assimilate it and get more familiar with it. So that it's not going to be like strange or new information at all. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about the fact that you are more powerful than you've ever given credit to yourself. There is something majestic, powerful, incredible about you and within you that you possibly have forgotten about and possibly you've never known about. So we're here to tell you, we're here to try to remind you how much powerful, and when I say powerful, and I'm talking about you've got the power to create, to have, to change, to transform, to make exist, to attract, to manifest pretty much anything that you want. I mean anything. You've got the conscious power to create and make available or bring into existence anything that you want. It could be a tangible item, or it could be an experience, or it could be another person. Yes, I'm telling you, you can, you've got the power to bring into existence in your presence, in your reality, to draw somebody's attention, and before you know it, they'll be right in front of you. Okay, what are we talking about? What do you mean that I've got power? What do you mean that I've got these majestic, incredible powers? Are you trying to say I'm a superhuman? I hear I hear some of you guys asking, and you know what? You could actually be right, and you could have actually answered your own question, because yes, you're right. You are a superhuman being with the superhuman powers, and you know why? It's simply because you are a powerful, creative, spiritual being. That's what you are. You are a powerful, spiritual, creative being. For a long time, you've actually thought that you are your flesh and bones. For a long time, you thought you are your name and your identity. For a long time, you thought you are your ego. Everything that has been described to you about you in the physical existence, like the name your parents gave you, the age that you think you are, this earthly age, the personality that you think you have, which you have accumulated over your experiences and your behaviors and your characteristics, the descriptive nature of your flesh and bones, your appearance. You have taken all of this into meaning that's what you are. So for a very long time, you've been identifying yourself with this, and you thought this is you. So here at the Metaphysical Academy, we are here to tell you and to remind you that is not you. All the accumulation of experiences, all the things that I've described already, that's not you. That's what you think you are, but that's not you. That's not your real identity. that is just an avatar. It's an artificial identity that you have created. It's an artificial it's artificial twin you, basically, that you have created, a virtual reality. And this virtual reality, or this simulation you've created, you think this is you, but this is just your avatar. This is what you've created in order to experience life in this physical reality, in this physical dimension. But the real you is the invisible, spiritual, creative being, the powerful, majestic, incredibly powerful, creative, spiritual being. That's what you are. You are not your flesh and bones. You are not the accumulation of experiences. You are not all the descriptions and the identity and the name that they've given you. That is just an avatar. It's just a virtual assimilation, artificial intelligence that you've created so that you can experience life in this physical dimension. The real you, ladies and gentlemen, is a spiritual being. You are the Alpha and the Omega. There is a divine creative nature in you. The moment you wake up to this idea, the moment you wake up to this knowledge, all your problems will just disappear. All your limitations, all your fears are going to disappear. Everything that you thought is a problem, everything that you thought is hindering you from having success, or from getting you accomplish all your goals, all your dreams, will just disappear. Do you know why? Because you are, as a creative spiritual being, you are part of the one being. As a matter of fact, you are the one being, the one consciousness, the all that there is, the absolute. Religious doctrines have given it names, even though it's nameless. How can you give name to the unknowable? How can you give name to the unfathomable? They've given it names. Some religious sects have called it Allah. Some have called it God. Some have called it all sorts of different names. But this divine absolute, the one, the I am, you are it. Because this divine power, this divine conscious power that is created everything, and that is in every creation. Because everything that is created in this reality was created by the divine. And the divine itself literally is in the creation. So what are we talking about on an individual level? We are saying here at the Metaphysical Academy, ladies and gentlemen, we are saying to you today, that which you call God, or any other different monikers that you might give it, has become you and is you. It simply individualizes itself into individual beings. So me, I am God, you are God. We are one and the same thing. We are made of the same fabric. But this divine consciousness is made itself in individual pieces so that it can experience what it means, what it is like to experience something. And the only way it could experience what it is to experience something was to become you. This is the divine grace. This is the divine love. God loved us so much that he, she, or it became you. You've been given the chance as an individual person, as an individual human being, to experience life, to experience a reality, physical reality. Though it's not the real reality, but you've been given a chance to go into your playground and play. And this physical reality is the playground. But it has some limitations. It has some hurdles. And these are deliberate hurdles. These are deliberate limitations. It's basically like playing a computer game where there are different challenges, ups and downs, now and time again. Only when, as an individual person, you realize, you go back to your senses and remember, and you wake up from this dream, temporary sleep that you've been put into. Only when you realize that you are actually God in flesh, this is the great resurrection. This is when you're going to realize that this simulation, this computer simulation, this virtual reality that we are living, you've got the power. You've got the power to conquer every challenge and every hurdle that is put in front of you. Some of these hurdles and challenges, you can never accomplish them. Or you might do in the end, but it might take you a very long time. But you can only when you realize that you are the conscious, powerful, creative being, that you understand that there is no limitations. These are just a temporary program that has been placed upon you. But only when you wake up and realize, no, I do not have to be limited to anything, because it's all about free will. It's either you wake up or you don't. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody's telling you that you can't remember who you are. It's only when you wake up from this big dream. It's only when you realize when you actually recognize and realize the divine, your own divine power that is within you. That's when you're gonna understand that all these imaginary hurdles and challenges are nothing else but fantasies. They are non-entities. You're going to realize that whatever that you want, whatever that you need, you have it. Because you are the creator. Imagine, like I say to you, the creator of all creation, the absolute. You call him God, you call her God, you call it God, call her, call him Allah, Buddha, Brahma, whatever name you can think of. This divine absolute has created everything, any possible thing that you might think of, any imaginable creation that you can imagine or think of is already being created. And like I said, the absolute, not only has it created everything, it is the creation, and it is in the creation. So hear me carefully what I'm saying here. The divine absolute has created everything, is the creation process, and is in the creation. So what does that mean about you? What does that say about you? If you are the absolute, the divine absolute that has become you, what does that mean? What does it say about you? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest secret of all ages. You are the creator of everything. You are the creating process. You are in the creation of everything. What is it that you want to manifest into your physical reality? This is a virtual reality. It's an artificial reality. But what is it that you want to bring forth into this artificial reality? What is it? Is it money? Is it abundance of wealth? Is it freedom? No limitations? Is it security? Is it love? Do you want a house? Do you want a job? Do you want more friends? You want to get along with people? You want a better quality of life? What is it? Anything that you want. Just remember that you are it and you have it. And once you do that, the very fact of thinking, remembering, and saying and focusing that you are it, you have it, and you have created it, it will just manifest itself into your life. Nothing is beyond your reach, because every possible thing that can be created or could be created, might be created, has already been created. All you have to do as an individual being is to align yourself. Imagine yourself. Have it, be it, and see it as if it's already done. That's all you have to do. That's your only job. You don't have to do much. You only need to remember that you are the divine creator who has become you. And as a divine creator, you have created everything and you are in everything. And you can manifest and made into existence anything. Are you with me? Anything that you can think of is already there because you are it. If you want to bring it into manifestation, physical manifestation, just focus on it. Live with it. Believe it that you have it already. Experience it in your own mind. The feeling, how it feels, and how would it feel like when you have this house, this car, this girlfriend, this boyfriend, this quality of life? Because by doing so, you are reenacting the experience that you are going to experience. Like as you know, this physical reality is a simulation, it's a virtual reality, so it's a shadow image. So anything that you program in your non-physical reality will just be made manifest, because your program, your software is actually in the non-physical. So you make the program, you do the settings in the non-physical, and it's just a matter of time before it manifests in the physical. This is the divine power that we have, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of people aren't aware of this. A lot of people have developed some kind of amnesia, and they've totally forgotten this divine secret teaching of all ages. You're not your flesh and bones. Divine power is using you as an avatar. But you as an avatar, you need to wake up from the deep sleep that you've been put into and understand that you are God in flesh, and understand that you are a creative spiritual being. There is no limitations to what you can do. That which you call God, that which you call Allah, that which you call Brahma, that which is the absolute, is not that evil that it will create you so that you can suffer. It's not that evil that it will create you so that you can start praying to it, start offering sacrifices, start doing this and that, what religious people tell you. It's not that evil. What the divine power did is to give you free will. You have to live according to you. You've been given the power to be whatever that you want. Create any reality that you want. But only those who remember and realize who they are. And as long as whatever that you do does not hurt other people, live in perfect harmony and balance with everybody else, you've got the power to create anything, put into existence, experience anything that you want. And the secret to it is twofold. Remember who you are, align yourself with anything. Do you want a house? Align yourself with that house, because you are a house. The very moment of thinking, because we've been given the power of imagination, the very moment of thinking is the very moment of creating. We are creating things. When you are thinking, when you're using your mind, imagining anything that you want, imagining all the experiences that you want, all the experience of having a new house, a new car, a new lifestyle, new girlfriend, new boyfriend, new partner, new everything. The moment the moment you are thinking and experiencing this in your non-physical reality, you are creating the settings. You are creating the program. That's all you have to do. By the fact of thinking and imagining, and the only way you can solidify and make it come into solid substance and into existence is when you believe it that it is true. See it that it is true, because it is you who is making the settings. It is you who is adjusting the settings in your software, and your software is in the mind, is in the thoughts. Create all that experience that you want. That's your settings. And once you've set everything, press play or press that button and just watch. Eventually it will just manifest itself. That is the secret teachings of all ages, ladies and gentlemen. So I just thought today I'll come and share this with you. Next time, do not limit yourself. Next time, remember that you've got the power to have anything that you want. God did not bring you here into this world to suffer. God did not bring you into this world to beg. God did not bring you into this world so that you start praying and worshiping God. No. God brought you into this world so that you can experience and exercise your creative, spiritual mightiness. That's what God did, because God is you. How can God make God suffer? Because you are God. What kind of a God will make him or herself or itself suffer? God became individualized, you and me and everybody else. And we've been giving a free will. Have, do, say, be, whatever, whoever, however you want. As long as you remember, you can't force your will upon other people. You can't hate other people. And there is no limitations to what you can do. That what you want is right there, just like that. You can call upon it into existence just like that. As long as you remember that. Do not be affiliated with your flesh and your bones. Do not be associated and identifying yourself with your flesh and bones, because this is just an avatar. This is just a virtual reality that you have created, or that God has created into this assimilation. But you are not this simulation. You are not this robot. You are not this mechanical or biological computer or robot. You are not it. but what you are is the software within it. It's incredible, ladies and gentlemen. The more you realize it, the more you understand that life is great. Life is amazing. Life is love. The grace and the love that God gave us. And it is true that God gave his only son to die for our sins.